Now, while Montrealers have a couple of weeks to go before they choose a mayor, Albertans are doing it today. And as we told you last week, the next mayor of Calgary is probably going to look a lot like the last mayor. The incumbent Naheed Nenshi was polling at something like 80% last week. But not everyone loves him in Calgary. Today in the Calgary Sun, the lead editorial, 5 reasons the Sun is not endorsing Nenshi. And this, of course, after the paper endorsed Nenshi 3 years ago. Jose Rodriguez is the editor-in-chief of the Calgary Sun and the Edmonton Sun and joins us now. And Jose, tell me the change of heart. You listed it out right there. 5 reasons, no way to Nenshi.
Yeah, I guess, he sold us a bill of goods 3 years ago, came in speaking as if he was the real conservative, talked about making change at City Hall, protecting taxpayers, that sort of thing. And then, I don't know, I think the day after he pulled the wool over our eyes, he did a 180.
And he was the underdog 3 years ago. He was the anti-establishment guy that sort of came out of nowhere to win, wasn't he?
He was, and he ran against a very popular conservative incumbent, an alderman at the time, who then ran for mayor, and also a popular TV host in Calgary. And so there was a good 3-way race last time around, and Mr. Nenshi himself says our endorsement's what's put him over. So hopefully we're rescinding it will give him something to think about. I think it's going to be, nobody's fooling themselves to think he won't win. He is an incredibly popular mayor, despite 30% tax increases and nothing to show for it.
Well, and it seems to me, for sitting here in Ottawa looking out at your city, he's been able to politic pretty well. He's got friends on council that are doing these things. I was reading those columns that Rick Bell was writing where he was essentially telling people, you got to vote for all my aldermen. He's been trying to throw his popularity around a bit.
He has, and like we said in the editorial on Sunday, we endorsed someone for mayor and we got a mascot. So, he's excellent at rah-rah cheerleading. He's very good at speaking in public. He could make even the coldest person feel warm and fuzzy about how great Calgary is. But at the end of the day, if you put a ruler to what this mayor has accomplished, there isn't much to measure.
I'm assuming turnout is going to be a real big issue. Turnout is never very good in municipal elections in any event. And I don't know if you've had a chance to check with your newsroom. I'm seeing some reports that, it's just at 11% at this point, 8% in Airdrie, just north of Calgary. So is there a danger that people just shrug their shoulders and don't show up to vote? Because I figure Nenshi's got the thing.
Yeah, I think that's a very real danger. Last election when Nenshi was elected, we had record turnouts. We had 54%. We had a good mayoral race. This time out, I think a lot of people are, they just assume that he's going to win. I think low voter turnout may not favor Mr. Nenshi so much because, the people who move to the polling station are usually those that are upset with the status quo. But he's got a pretty slick machine as far as mobilizing his people through Twitter and social media, and he's very good at that. We've
had some sort of small C conservatives on the show in the last couple of days and asked them why the heck they couldn't find someone that would mount a credible campaign against Nenshi. And I wonder if the turnout is low, that somebody else may say, okay, I've got 3 years maybe to start building a campaign to be the mayor. I mean, I know Calgarians tend not to throw out incumbents, but do you see any chance that might happen?
Well, I sure hope so. Right now, as far as who those people are, they haven't made themselves visible to us at this point. I can tell you, in this campaign, there are 8 challengers against Naheed Nenshi. The most viable challenger is a former alderman and a former MLA here in Alberta, who basically took the first few days of campaigning off to go to Kansas to enter a barbecue contest. So that's how seriously people are taking this. There's one mayoral candidate running on the marijuana. She wants to legalize pot. Right. Not sure if she understands the rules. So you've got a bunch of fringe candidates running against an extremely popular and slick incumbent.
Yeah, I take my barbecue seriously too, but not that seriously. All right, listen, Jose Rodriguez in Calgary tonight. Great coverage at calgarysun.com. Check that tonight. Thanks so much.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.